Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed.
Darlings, I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Long Island Hospitality Ball, and I'm here with one of the honorees tonight. Introduce yourself to the camera.
Hi, my name is Goodrich. I'm one of the honorees tonight.
Tell my audience what you are being honored for, and what does this mean to you?
I've been in the business in the hospitality industry for about 40 years, since the first time I was a bartender. I've produced and managed and consulted to over 140, 150 nightclubs, bars, and restaurants in my career. I'm still doing it, doing concerts. So one of the longest lasting guys, I guess, because the whole business has changed and I'm still around.
Sure has changed. Everything has changed.
Everything has changed.
Everything. Listen, Tom, you're talking to a girl that used to be a secretary 30 years ago, an insurance secretary. And since then, the world has changed and I've changed. The internet took over.
The internet did take over. There's a new reality out there that it's okay to stay home. It's not like it was years ago. We had the electricity, the anticipation of the coming weekend, and the venues are gone. The new nightclub for the millennium is really restaurants that move away a couple of tables and call it a dance spot.
Isn't it awful?
I think it's terrible. But
nobody wants to leave their house. Everybody wants to order in. Watch something on the internet. I have to be out. I have to be meeting people like you. This is totally ridiculous. Although my audience is I have a big internet audience.
Listen, what I love about this event, it brings back a lot of people from the old days who remember what it was like going to a nightclub. This is the hospitality industry for the last 40 years, all condensed into one night, honoring those people that have made some sort of a difference. But at the time, I was just trying to bring people to a place. As simple as that. I wasn't thinking about, how can I turn a negative into a positive? How can I make this place successful when it has certain handicaps, certain negative things? And you come up with solutions, and that's the idea.
Congratulations to you. It's a special night. May you have more honors coming your way.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Don't go away yet. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up. Keep watching. Champagne Kisses. Welcome back, darlings. darlings. I'm Cognac, Wellerlane, and we are here at the Long Island Hospitality Ball. And I'm here with one of the honorees. He's going to introduce himself and tell us what his award is all about. Introduce yourself, darling.
Yeah, hi. How's everybody doing? Matt Yonick. I'm the general sales manager with Manhattan Beer Distributors, a Long Island facility. And it was a real pleasure getting the call from Keith, many months back. But it's not about an individual thing or me being honored or the company. It's about all of us coming together for an important cause.
Certainly is. This is a fabulous event tonight, the Hospitality Bowl, Long Island Hospitality Bowl. Tell me, why do you think this event tonight is so special?
Yeah, for that one reason, right? We all come together. Usually we're at each other's throats in the street, right? Competition, retailers, consumers, and vendors. And tonight we're all here as one family, community, so to speak, and coming together for a good cause.
Absolutely. Now, if we want to learn more information about you, about what you're doing, do you have a Facebook page? Does your company have a website?
Yeah, sure. So Manhattan Beer, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Manhattan Beer. We're socially aware, right, what works and what doesn't work. ManhattanBeer.com also is our website. You can find all the great products that we serve and all our great customers that we are serving them too. 5,000 customers strong in Long Island, 24,000 from Metro New York.
Fabulous.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you.
And thank you for giving us this wonderful interview right here for Cognac's Corner Magazine. Congratulations, darling.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Don't go away yet. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews right here at the Long Island Hospitality Bowl. Keep watching Pink Champagne Kisses. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and I am here with the founder of this fabulous organization, Mr. Keith Hart. This is what an accomplishment. How many years have you been doing it?
Now 7 years.
7 years. Mm-hmm. Wow. And it's been such a labor of love. And your beautiful girlfriend, introduce yourself.
Heather.
Heather, and you have worked so hard to put this event together, and this is really a truly lovely event. Tell my audience one more time, part of the proceeds will be going towards
all the proceeds, everything that we make goes to cancer research at Stony Brook University. So anything we make here tonight, nobody gets paid for anything, and all the proceeds go to them for research.
Fabulous. Tell my audience, where can we go to participate, contribute, and donate? What is the website?
Well, you can go to the Long Island Hospitality Ball website, and you can contribute right there, or buy tickets or come to the next ball.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up right here at the Long Island Hospitality Ball. Pink Champagne Kisses.
Spending like a sailor. Could it be our boys done something right? There are songs to be sung, lots of bells to be rung, and a fabulous spring to be flung. And the time old and great, I all do the work I
All right, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the 2017 Long Island Hospitality Ball. When I said that, I thought you guys were going to make a real big ruckus. So, welcome to the Long Island Hospitality Ball. Okay, without further ado, the man who put me in this place 30 years ago, Mr. Keith Hart, ladies and gentlemen. Bring him up. We'll start the rolling of the roll call here. So Keith, come on up here. 30 years ago.
Well, over the last year or so, I've had a lot of time to reflect. My dog dying, that was a big thing. But also, I broke my pelvis. A couple of doctors in this room falling off a stupid polo pony, and they put me together. I had internal bleeding and broke my pelvis in a couple spots. And I had a lot of time to think about things, laying in the hospital, deciding if they're going to put screws in me or not. After that, I was home for about a month, and I wanted to write a book, but I thought it might be a little bit too dirty, so I didn't do that. So I started thinking about the hospitality ball and how we first started. Me being diagnosed with cancer 10 years ago, and a lot of my friends going through the same thing. We wanted to make a difference. We wanted to try to do something. And the only thing we know how to do is really throw a party. So I went to my friend Jay Grossman, who's sitting around here, and I said, we were at 4, and I said, Jay, I'd like to do something. I'd like to throw a party. And he said, I'm in. No matter what it is, I'm in. And then I went to Greg Bartolotto, my partner in Argyle and Perique, and he said, no question, I'm in. And we did things years ago called the Bartender's Ball, and we wanted to do the Bartender's Ball with kind of like a twist. You know, something a little bit more romantic, more restaurants involved, and a little bit more fun. And we came up with the Long Island Hospitality Ball. And since we started that, sometimes being so naive and a little stupid, and most of my life this is the way things go, I don't really know what I'm getting involved in, but they end up turning okay. So we started the Hospitality Ball, and it worked out pretty well. The first year that we did the ball, we raised $1,000, we had 1,000 people and raised $170,000 the first year out of the gate. The next year, we went up to 230,000, then 250, 270, 330, and last year we raised 440,000. This year, I think with the money that comes in this year, it'll be over $2 million in revenue. $2 million. And all that money goes to cancer research. That's what we want. Hopefully we'll find a cure. So we've certainly come a long way. And there's a lot of people that are involved. The committee as a whole, the executive committee for doing a lot of the heavy lifting. My assistant, everybody knows, burning the midnight oil, Maria Lena, working very, very hard for this. Daria and Janine, that's been there since day one, ticket in. And working for the ball with Jeanette and Ann, and of course, our advisor, Dr. O'Hay, always being there. We got a good team. And of course, my girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend, that gives me a lot of support and lets me do these crazy things. Thank you very much, Heather, for being with us. And this year's honorees, unbelievable. Johnny Cassano, what a job. Unbelievable. Every day he's calling me up, what can I do, blah, 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 blah. Don't worry, John, everything's handled. He wants to know. Matt, you guys from Manhattan Beer, wow, what a great job. Thank you. And the people they call the professor. The professor. The professor's been in the business his whole life as a promoter, restaurant owner, and there's nobody deserves this honor than you, the professor, Bobby Goodrich. Also, we're giving out 2 other awards tonight for Joan Remnick, who's from Newsday Forever, and Ron Bertarosa. So here's the moral of the story. Sometimes being a little naive or stupid is not so bad because you never know what you're going to do until you try. So we tried, and look what we did. We have threw the biggest party on Long Island, and it's not like one of these events that you just go to, you eat your dinner and leave. Everybody wants to hang out. So it's a great party. So this is why we do this event, for the people we lost and for the people who we don't want to lose. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Brian, come on back up. Thank you.
what do you do, right? You get back on. Every Sunday, Keith is at Bethpage, is that where it is?
Yeah, one of the Hamptons.
One of the Hamptons, riding on his polo horse, and anyone can go see him there. It's his latest promotion, right? So you combine the promoter with the polo athlete, that's great. So for those of you who don't know, he started an award last year. It actually was inspired by Ed Lowe, who was one of our first recipients in the first year that we did it, right, Keith? That was year one. And we decided to come up with an award that would honor the people in the media who help us, cover. Long Island's always been like a stepchild to Manhattan, and getting press is so difficult for restaurants and hotels and catering halls. So we're lucky to have the people at Newsday and News 12 that do it. Last year, Elisa DiStefano was our first honoree. And this year, what's really interesting, I've been talking to this woman for 25 years and I had no idea what the hell she looks like. Everybody here that's dealt with her has no idea what she looks like because a critic cannot let themselves be known when they come into a restaurant. So it's almost like they're a ghostwriter when they're actually in a place. So Joan was with Newsday for 25 years, which that's amazing. Let's give Joan a hand for just being longevity doing it. Listen to this, 6,000 meals. Now I know it looks like I've had 6,000 meals, but Joan made it looks amazing, which is unbelievable to do it. But here's the best part, I think, what Joan, what she stood for. You see, a lot of the places, like I worked at a Garden City Hotel, and it was a big, expensive place, and it was nice to get that kind of glamour, but the mom and pop restaurants, they can't afford $1,500 ads in Newsday or $2,000 ads. So they thrive on having someone like Joan put out the word about a wine tasting or their grand opening. They live for that, and that's the way they're able to drive people through there. And what I loved about Joan was her humility, and also the fact, like, some writers go into a restaurant and if they don't like it, it's called a kill. Joan never did a kill. If it was something really not well, she would pass on it and spare the mom and pop restaurant or someone who put their life savings into that kind of review. So it was always positive things, the best she could possibly do. I am so proud and honored to give the Ed Lowe Award to this year's recipient, Joan Remnick. I bet you thought I was tall, right? Everybody does.
You are. Thank you. So right now, I'll bet that some of you are saying, wait a second, I know her. Maybe you recognize me as the woman who insisted on changing tables 3 times in the course of about 2 minutes. Maybe you know me from the many overcooked burgers I sent back to kitchens all across Long Island. Yet after all those burgers and all those tables and all those years, I never imagined myself standing up here and being honored by all of you, the kind and talented people whose restaurants have amazed me, despite all my fetching. So I'd like to thank you, Brian, Keith, and the Hospitality Ball Committee for choosing me to receive the Ed Lowe Media Award. What made Ed Lowe Newsday's most beloved writer was his special way for making readers feel like close friends as he shared stories of ordinary Long Islanders and the occasional miracles that touched their lives. Making miracles happen is what this night is all about, as Long Islanders join the Baldwin family to raise money for the Carol and Baldwin Breast Cancer Research Foundation. The importance of cancer research hits close to home for me, because right now, my husband, my hero, Bert, is receiving an experimental research therapy for colon cancer. In order to spend more time with him, to travel and to visit our children and grandchildren, I retired from my job as a restaurant critic and food writer for Newsday. This was my dream job, and I could not have done it for 25 years without the love and support I got from Bert and our 2 kids, Allison and David, along with the friends and family who let me schlep them all over Long Island. And we ate everything: tacos, mac and cheese, kebabs, sushi, you name it. and about 11 metric tons of chicken parmesan.
All right. I don't need to introduce nothing big. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Baldwin.
Joan, you retired. I thought they added you here. I was worried about that. I'm dear friends with an actor named Oliver Platt, and his brother is Adam Platt. And one time I know Adam dearly, and I walked into a restaurant and I started being like a little overly zealous and aggressive when I was so excited to see him. And he was there covertly preparing to do a review. And I was like, Adam, buddy! And he's like the food critic for New York Magazine, I think, at the time. So he was like, shh, get out of here, go away. I was like, you're working. Yes, moron. Very excited to be here. I'm here with my brother Daniel and his wife Robin, my brother Stephen, as always. And my brother Alec couldn't be here. He's still bruised from being roasted and toasted and ginsued last night at the Apollo Theater. We absolutely destroyed him at the Spike TV roast. It was really, really awesome. Julianne Moore and Jane Krakowski and Robert De Niro, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, Bill Clinton walks out and roasted him too. It was a pretty cool thing. His ego's a little bit bruised today. But he sends his love and says his thanks. I just wanted to come up. It's so great to come back to the island. I live in Santa Barbara, in a little town called Montecito, and I'm married to my wife China for 26 years. We have 3 kids. They're 17, 15, and 12. And whenever I talk to my friends from Long Island, I put it on speakerphone so my kids could hear the way everybody from Long Island talks. And they get such a great, I can't. I know I'm allowed to curse here, but I won't do it. And I never tell the person I'm talking to, like my kids are in the car listening here on speakerphone, and all my old wrestling buddies from Massapequa from Long Island go crazy. My kids can't say, like almost fall out of the car laughing. Anyway, it's great to be back. My family's still here. 2 of my brothers live in the city, and Daniel and my mom and sisters live up in the Finger Lakes area, but we're down here on the island all the time. And I'm just really proud. I just think the Long Island Hospitality Ball in particular, but in general Long Island, the heart and the passion of service and of paying it forward and of giving back is no better represented by this evening. And who better to do it with than a bunch of rowdy, rambunctious hooligans from the spirits and food industry across Long Island. I tell everybody, my friends out on the West Coast, I'm going to an event with like several thousand people. And I used to work in the food industry, bartending for years when I was lifeguarding out at Tobay Beach and bartending at places like, does anybody know what the Chapter 2 is in Amityville? See, that's how small it is. Okay. Anyway, my mom, Carol Baldwin, was diagnosed with breast cancer in the late 80s. She was screened and she was free and clear in the mid-90s. We started the Carol Baldwin Breast Cancer Research Fund in the mid-90s. We've been in business for over 20 years now. We've raised a lot of awareness. We've raised a lot of money, millions and millions of dollars on Long Island and there's a Central New York chapter up where my mother was in Central New York. And obviously the awareness is important. Obviously the funds are critical to the research, very important. But one of the components of my mother's fund that I love the most, it's not the most important, but I love it the most, is the personal love and TLC that a lot of the people get, a lot of the patients get, and a lot of the families get when they're, and I've sent several of my friends from college. Dr. O'Hay handled several of my friends whose mothers have become ill, and I've had strangers come up to me on the street and talk about, they were at one hospital and they decided to change. They came to Stony Brook, and the difference was enormous. And they talked about the staff, they talked about the doctors, they talked about the Carol Baldwin Breast Care Center. And I mean, literally, my mother's staff, when one of my sister runs in upstate New York too, literally when these women are getting, and sometimes men and women are getting chemotherapy, my sister will show up with like a tray of homemade cookies and a blanket, and she'll sit there and hold the woman's hand and give her like a tray of cookies. And it's like that extra layer of like intimacy and detail that I think, especially when you're dealing with a lot of stress, the last thing you want to be dealing with when you're going through something like that is more stress. That causes cancer. So you guys are doing a great thing here. You make me miss Long Island. I hear people say Bethpage. Isn't that where you play polo in Bethpage? Bethpage. I have a friend, Tony Morello from Bethpage.
Hospitality Bowl. Tell my audience all the proceeds are going to
my mother's breast cancer foundation, the Carol Baldwin Breast Cancer Research Fund. She was diagnosed in the late 80s, and she started her...
I spoke to your mother on the telephone. She told me to get my breasts checked out because I do a lot of events in the Hamptons, and she goes, honey, if your mother had it, your grandmother had it, you get checked. You know, I had breast cancer.
And you beat it. I love it. And you beat it.
Look.
I'm looking, but I'm not trying not to get arrested.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And tell my audience, what is the website, Tony?
Okay, so I said I can tell them.
Tell my audience, what is the website? Where can we go to participate, donate?
It's www.findacure.org. Thanks. Thank you. Okay.
We'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews right here at the Long Island Hospitality Bowl. Big champagne kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Fordell. It's been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.